Libra, the next 7 days for you is very specific. This entire week, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, all my air signs, this is life lessons. You are learning a lot of life lessons right now during this time. Okay, a couple life lessons that I got for you was do not indulge where you make bread. So there's a situation going on where it seems like mixing pleasure with business comes with its consequences. Okay, it has its pros and it has its cons. Also, the message that I got for you was do not get high off your own supply. Okay, so there's something about um, kind of, let's say, wherever you work, typically it feels like you're in a CEO position or you're a manager or you're a supervisor or you're in a position where you're just supposed to be above the drama, because you understand that work is a place where you go make your money, you make your bread, you don't get high off of it, you don't get caught up in the gossip, you don't get caught up in the drama. Nonetheless, it seems like either you air signs have you got some tea or you got some details about a situation, and it may have played on your emotions in some type of way where you may have kept that information and so you started to move accordingly, but it's something about a rumor or something where you didn't hear from the horse's mouth. Okay, so let's say, for example, like I said, if you're the person that is creating the jobs for other people, then you don't need to be talking to people in the break room about shit that go down. You know what I'm saying? Or if you're the person creating the content or the material for other people to talk about, then you don't need to keep up with it. You see what I'm saying? There's something about you, air signs, not getting high off your own supply, understanding that you have to have a boundary or a separation between you and it. Okay. I also got this message for y'all air signs of, if you're gonna get wet, fully immerse yourself. Okay. I'm hearing go all in or not at all. So there's this situation where you you're like wiggling your big toe in it, or you're barely touching scratching the surface, or you're barely getting too involved, right? But the way your energy works, it's like, if you're gonna do it, go all in. Feel like you gave it your best. Put your all into the job, the person, the situation, yourself, even if that's what you're doing. Because if there are any consequences associated with the choice that you make, at least you know that you gave it everything. At least you know that you can walk away with no regrets in the end. All right, so that's pretty much the overall energy that I'm tapped into over the next 7 days. It feels like you got choices and you were learning life lessons. Okay, so before we get into your specific prediction, let's get your channel messages. Okay, no, wait a minute. What are we doing? Let's see what specifically is happening for what's coming towards Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. It took me a really long time to do y'all reading. I don't know what it is. Some of you guys are in entertainment industry with self-expression. Okay, you don't have to be. You also have embrace the unknown, venture into the mystery with an open heart, welcoming the lessons hidden in uncertainty. Yeah, so there's the lessons that's hidden in uncertainty. Worst case scenario, you can put it in a song. You can, you're in a position of power, and so it feels like a Judas energy. So when I pick up on Judas energy, this is letting me know that when someone show you their true colors, there's a double-edged sword. One, the truth can be very hard to accept. It can be very difficult and painful to realize about a situation. However, it can be used to your advantage if you know how to make your play. So something about making certain plays, being wise about it and not emotional. It says you're being promoted and called to lead. Okay, time to step into your sovereignty and guide others with compassion. So this is the week where you no longer frolic with the help. Okay, nannies, nurses, doctor, whatever position of leadership or power that you're in, you can no longer frolic with the help or with your customers, your clients. You have to really set yourself apart in some type of way because you're going through a level up. Okay, it feels like a level up with your life, and so I see you not really knowing. You may be feeling like you hitting rock bottom, but really it's propelling you forward. You may be feeling like you're in a rut, but really the answer to your way out of this rut is you using it to express yourself in some type of way. You also have mirror, mirror. Okay, this makes me think of sister, sister, sister. I got my own mind. I'm in my own time. So it's giving a lot of Gemini energy. So it's facing yourself and others. Reflective relationship, self-aware, what you see is you. So you may be noticing this week that what you don't like about someone else and their actions, that you may tend to have the same tendency. So you're being very aware this week that you yourself are, it's like, I am my mother's child or I am my father's child. You know, it's giving that type of energy. Also, let's talk about it says good karma. Something done in good faith is coming back multiplied. Energy never disappears, it circulates. And then we have nostalgia. Okay, so air signs, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, there is someone that misses you. And they know they need to talk to you, they know they need to communicate, and they know that you deserve better than what you got, especially if you were put in the middle of something. There's this realization that you pay the price for something that ain't have shit to do with you in some type of situation. Someone else could have been, it's almost like you got caught up in a whirlwind. You got caught up in a situation and someone feels like they need to make it right. Okay, so there's a lot of energies of I need to make it right. This is wrong. I do feel like a lot of people as well are seeing that you are, feels like maturing. You know a lot about yourself, but instead of you making excuses for yourself or putting the blame on other people, you like, yes, I know how I am. I know I signed up for this, and you're not a victim. So one thing's for certain, you are not a victim, air signs. This week you don't subscribe to that shit. You're like, no. I'm above that. All right, let's see. Air signs. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. All right, Libra, we're gonna start with you first. We're gonna see what's coming, what you can expect, and the outcome. Spirit for Libra. What's coming, what can they expect, and the outcome for the next 7 days. There is some type of communication that I see you waiting on, and you get it, but it's not in the way that you wanted to receive it. Okay, I would say lemonade. What in the hell? Like, you get the truth, but it's not in the way that you want to receive it. So because it's not in a way that you want to receive it, Libra, I see you not wanting to allow someone in. Nonetheless, you are accepting that this person has unblocked you. You are accepting that this person is, whatever shield they had up to not let you in, you're aware that they will come around on their own terms. But as far as you allowing it to fuck with you energetically and to make you upset and to halt your life, you're like, I'm not allowing that shit to mess up my money. I'm not allowing this situation to fuck up my energy. Okay, so I do feel like you're going to look back on the situation. I see you looking back on the situation and feeling like, damn, I really have matured, I really have grown. You can handle the truth a lot better. Okay, than most. Okay, if someone's a narcissist, they're gonna always be a narcissist. If someone is, they like to play these types of games, they're gonna always play these types of games. So the trick is on them, because if they was waiting on you to take initiative, um, and trying to like chastise you indirectly. This is very passive aggressive with the Emperor energy. It's like trying to chastise you and make you come to them and do like a power play, a power swap. You were like, nah. Not only am I not finna fall for that, I'm gonna let you simmer. And I see this person. This is like a soft. It's like a code transfer. It's like when somebody sends some shit your way, but they don't have the balls to come and talk to you directly or to clear the air up with you directly. But they already know what it is. You already know what it is. But nonetheless, if it's like a public environment or on some type of public forum or public environment or common ground. So technically, there's a line of communication to be opened. Like someone may tell someone else, hey, my line of communication is open. Anytime you want to, you can. And so that's their way of, again, creating the scenario where if you want to talk Libra, you know where to find me. But this is a situation where this person should be reaching out to you. But I feel like you realize with this play here that someone is still immature. They fucking intimidated and they're still childish. And so instead of you going tit for tat with them and being vengeful, you level up and you're like, I ain't even gonna take this shit personal. You don't have the kahunas, you know what I'm saying? You don't have the kahunas or the balls or the confidence to even properly do something. So I'm not gonna sit around and wait for you to do it. I'm gonna take control over my life. Okay? I'm gonna drive the ship. This is my ship. And I decide who stay on it and who don't. So the truth sets you free. That's what I'm seeing. But it does look like you give the truth to yourself. Okay. And again, Libra, I see this person very nostalgic. Like you are shining. Okay. And mirror energy here is pretty much someone was trying to portray you one way and they tried to flip something and then humble you, and then you still turned around and show this person I'm way more self-aware than you realize. I'm way more ahead of you than you understand. I just let you think that I let you see what you want to see. I let you believe what you want to believe. But don't ever fucking get this twisted. I'm a Libra. Okay, Gemini. Sometimes they say the person you love the most or the person closest to you be the one that prepare you for the world. Be your own family, prepare you for the world, you know? All right, Gemini. What's coming towards Gemini? What can they expect in the outcome? Next 7 days. Damn, someone's gonna fold. There's something about the look in your eye, Gemini. You get exactly what you want, Gemini. A complete fold. That's what I'm seeing here. This is a complete surrender, a complete fold. I'm at your mercy. Okay, it seems like someone that ghosted you, someone that abandoned you, someone that was not there for you in your life. You don't even have to say anything. You don't have to say anything. This is like, I'm a fool. I'm a fool. I didn't treat you right. But the high priestess energy is saying that this person feels like you're wise beyond your years. You know their deepest, darkest secrets. You can see right through them. So you can definitely, this is major. This is like a major tower moment. some type of wish that you ask the universe from is bringing someone to their knees. Okay? With this wish fulfilled, I get what I want in this situation. I'm making sure of it. And with the Nine of Cups energy, this is a wish fulfillment. So if you said you wanted someone to... See, it's coming up like actions speak louder than words for you. So you don't need someone to do something like gestures or tell you what you want to hear. You don't care about that. Your energy is... Well, it's the fucking High Priestess, Gemini. So this person, I see someone folding. I see someone folding, and I see someone having to look you in your eye and admit, like, this is something that someone said that they would never do. They're doing, and they're coming to make things right with you. Okay, with the Fool in reverse, whatever it takes to make things right with you. They're not gonna say it, but it's literally like you're wielding them to get their ass up, come over here and do what you're supposed to do. Yeah. Page of Swords. And this is someone like to the point where they're telling you where they're going, what they're doing now, like just giving you all types of information and details. Like they feel like they have to. They're spirit. I don't know if you activating a spiritual gift, but this is telling me you got questions, and if something was a mystery to you, this entire situation is forcing you to activate some type of gift that you were born with that compels a person to do what you want. Like they a puppet. They do what you want under your spell. Can't go nowhere, can't do nothing, feel sick. All the success stops. Shit. This is a love lesson for someone. So you can expect some type of wish fulfillment for you to be fulfilled. Alright, Aquarius. Aquarius. What's coming towards Aquarius? What can they expect in the overall outcome, Spirit? Ten of Wands. Okay, Aquarius, I see a lot of problems. A lot of your responsibilities and your problems being highlighted this week. Like, you know, a lot of people have a lot of problems with you, or you have a lot of problems with, Aquarius, I don't know. Seems like you have a lot of responsibilities and you feel like you can never live up to these expectations of you. And you want to be free of it. Okay, but you are thinking about how if you run away now, or if you drop the bag now, everything that you've built, everything that you work towards can be ripped from underneath you. So I do feel this energy of Aquarius energy wanting to be free of a situation, feeling as if, you know, Aquarius feels right now like they would be so much further ahead in life if they didn't have responsibilities, whatever those responsibilities may be. And they only had themselves to worry about. But right now, that hasn't been your reality. Okay, now you have assumed this responsibility. So since you have assumed this responsibility, I'm going to take it that it's associated with either a gender role or a parental role, or whatever type of career that you have. But it's not really giving me, it's like the aspiration to be, you expect to be further ahead in life as far as your career and stuff like that. I want to be a millionaire so freaking bad. You expect to be further along at your age, right? The burden of the age, the burden of the statistics that we place, the pressures that we place ourselves under. You expect to be further along than you are. And because you aren't where you want to be, you're looking at other people as cords, right? You're dead weight, you're dead weight. You want to cut off all these dead weights, right? But ultimately, it comes with, karma. You reap what you sow, right? Let's say, and so I do feel like there's times where you battle, okay? You battle with this. I long to be free, but I have to commit or I have to remain true to something. And it makes you very cranky. But ultimately, I do feel like you can't be free of something. You can't get out of something. Like you're stuck, you're restricted, you're limited in some type of way. And even if you don't like a job, you feel like you're limited. You have to stay in this job because it play the part, play the role because it pays the bills. They may be even considering Aquarius for you to level up in your position. And they may want to promote you. I'm picking up energy of being promoted, called to be a leader, management, supervisors. For others of you, more clientele, okay? But again, because of your talent, because of your skill, because of your training, whatever you qualify for, Aquarius, you have taken on this burden. And so you're going to have to constantly renew yourself, renew your spirit, okay? Because it's something about keeping your energy up, your battery up. So I just see you being given more of the same thing. And it's like, fuck, I was almost free, but I'm not free. For some of you, if you've been doing it on your own for a very long time, this is a blessing in disguise. I hope the situation turns around for you because you do have the Ace of Wands. So you have to muster up the strength some way, somehow to begin again. To do something again all over again. So you expect to be bad at it, but it looks like you're going to be really good at it. But I do feel like a caged bird, you're going to constantly wrestle with this, like, I don't want to be restricted. You know what I'm saying? Do I have what it takes to be in a relationship again? Do I have what it takes to be counted on again? What if I fail? What if all these fears, I do feel like they will come up to the surface. And you'll make it through. But I do feel like if this didn't happen, you wouldn't have chose this for yourself. You probably would have stayed single forever. And so I want to say the universe helped you with this, but I can't put my finger on it. I don't have enough cards to kind of get that strong sensation. So I do feel like this is a blessing in disguise. I do not, like I said, ultimately, if it's in regards to love, Aquarius, it's coming up as good karma. Okay, if you can perceive it that way. If you were dealing with any like mirrored relationships, friendships, romantic relationships, I do feel like this entire situation or person may have taught you more about yourself, or they may come to you saying, hey, like you taught me a lot about this situation. And there may be something that's preventing you from allowing this person in or having any control over it, because there may be an unexpected burden that no one knows about yet that you have to now take on. And so there is some type of like, you expect something to go bad. You do. But at the end of the day, I feel like somebody is going to say, you know what? I deserve this. I don't know. I'm going to leave it like that because, like I said, Aquarius, this is different. Okay? This is very different. All right. These are all the messages that I have for you guys. I'll see you in your next reading. Bye, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini.